Good morning, YouTube. It is 10 a.m. in the great state of Texas, but according to this clock, it is 1 a.m. and it is also around 47 degrees during this project. So I have been under the weather for almost a month now and hadn't gotten around to building this week's project. So I was already awake, but it's 1 in the morning, it's 47 degrees, and I already knew what I was going to do the whole week. And I was originally going to turn this cool piece of wood that I got in a mix grab bag that I had no idea what this wood is. It's like a mystery wood. It looked really cool, had a really cool grain to it. Obviously, judging by the size of it compared to my hand, it's a pretty small piece of wood. It's about 4 by 4 by 2, and my plan was just to come into the garage at 1 o'clock in the morning, the Sunday that the video comes out, and there it is. It's 4 inches by 4 inches, and make a cool little bowl out of this mystery wood. However, things are not going to go the way I intended. So, just like all the other projects that I do, and I didn't heed the advice of somebody on my channel that told me make a pilot screw before you put the wood block in or put the screws in, we're going to have a catastrophic failure of me attempting to put these screws in. And obviously we already have problems. The battery was dead, so I didn't get enough power, so changed the battery. And then I went, and it was too much power, and you could see there, I just cracked the entire piece of wood. So that plan already didn't work. So came back, took the screws out, but the good news was, okay, this block is obviously not going to work, and I have to put out a video in 10 hours. So came back with a different piece of wood from the same grab bag. So I picked these little blocks up off of Amazon. It comes you get like 6 of these blocks, and I just make cool little bowls out of them. And that was the whole plan of this project. So was hoping that this one would go a little bit better. And I don't know what this wood is. I think this is red oak, not red oak, black walnut. I think that's what this is, but I really don't know. But the wood looks really cool. Sorry for my voice. Again, I tell you, I have not felt well for quite a while. But, sorry about that. It's just that time of year where I just get sick and can't figure out why. But anyway, we got a project done. So the good news was the faceplate went on. Really didn't have any issues getting the faceplate on this one. The wood didn't crack. I was really disappointed I didn't get to use that other wood, but probably going to come back and use epoxy for that piece that was all messed up. But the good news about this wood is that it was really soft, worked really well on the chisels, nothing flew off and hit me in the face, and from start to finish, even with the problems that I had initially in the beginning of the video, this took about an hour to do. So this small little piece of wood, not a whole lot of problems here. We used one chisel for a majority of the project, so not a whole lot of issues here. And you can already see we're getting a cool cylinder looking shape out of it. And I wish I would have had this one a little bit bigger, because I really love the grain of this wood. That's why I think I'm pretty sure it's black walnut that I'm using here. And I did a project a couple of projects back where very similar wood grain, very similar shavings, and it looks almost identical. So the good news is I hope to use this wood again in the future, and it's kind of just like a really little piece of a bowl here, essentially. Sorry, my voice is cracking and I'm trying not to cough on camera. Sorry. Yeah, I'm actually sipping a beer while I'm doing this commentary, so, and I got the sniffles real bad. But I'm in my little workshop. It's about 47 degrees in here while I'm doing this, so that's probably not helping my generalized illness. But the beer is definitely helping, at least my throat momentarily, because it's a little sore. But this part didn't take, all but 4 minutes to do. Now, once we got that done, now we're going to come back and shave down the bottom, and then we're going to make a mortise, which really didn't take any time at all. I need to get a little bit better about putting these projects out. It used to be, I don't know what happened, but like in the summer I had all these projects like laid out, and then I don't know what happened. I got busy with work and I got busy with life, and I just didn't build up a library of videos like I usually do. But the good news is I kept the streak alive. So you guys are obviously watching this the same day that I made it. Every Sunday there's a video that comes out. So I'm just happy to keep that streak going. And people really liked last week's video. Last week's video we did like an epoxy project that had a lid on it. But I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing for next week's video, is making another one of those kinds of projects. People tended to really like that. And making lids is something that I said I was going to do a lot more on the channel. So this one, unfortunately, will not have a lid. There's not enough material here to work with, obviously. It's a 4x4x2 piece of wood, and there is not enough material. I'm pretty sure maybe if I wanted to, I could have made a lid with this, but that would have been really difficult to do. Sorry again for coughing. But made a mortise, got something done, made out of it, came back, taking the screws out, and now we're going to flip that and then just gouge it out, and it's not going to take all but a couple of minutes to do. So usually what I would have done was, reverse it on the chuck, put the tailstock on, and then just started flattening the face of where we would gouge, but I just decided to go ahead and just start gouging without doing any of that. And this part really didn't take very long at all, and there was barely a lip attached on the mortise there, so I was expecting this to kind of fly off at some point, but it really didn't. But we're getting pretty good shavings off of it, and this part really didn't take any time to do, which was super duper surprising. But it was also good because I did this at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it is now 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm doing this commentary. So I need to get to bed soon because we got 2 NFL games coming up this week, or today, that I would like to be awake for. But this cough that I keep having is keeping me awake anyway, so there's that. But the gouging didn't take any time at all. The good news about whatever wood this is, if it is black walnut, was really easy to work with. The chisels ate right through it. Not a whole lot of problems at all. And it didn't explode on the lathe, which was also a plus. So here we are, just gouging out the bottom of it to a nice depth, and then just stop and starting it, feeling for how deep we are, and then just maybe taking a little bit more off, and then just working it down. But again, this took no time at all. The only thing I wish it was a larger piece, and I'm pretty sure I need to get better about reading my Amazon descriptions, because I thought these blanks were going to be a little bit larger, but they really weren't. So I was kind of disappointed when I got them in the mail, but you live, you learn. But still a cool little piece. Again, sorry for the coughing. Hopefully by next week I'll be a little bit better. But the weather here is in Texas, the wind's blowing pretty hard, so I don't foresee that happening. But here's all the shavings. Again, it looks very similar to the black walnut that I did a couple of weeks back, but the grain on it looks really good. Once we get it polished up, it looks absolutely fabulous. It looks a little bit more red, a little bit more dark on the wood shavings here. That's why I think it's black walnut, but I'm not sure. I'm not an expert. But here we are, sanding from 50 all the way up to 220 grit, and then we're going to come back and polish it using our Yorkshire grit. This stuff is absolutely amazing. You can just see the wood grain, just how much that helps that grain come out in the darkness of the wood. I love this wood. It looks really, really cool. And you can see how small it is compared to the chuck too. And then we're going to shine it up with some Shillet wax, another great product. And then we're going to give it a spin, shine it up. And it looks really, really good. Even though this is a small project, I still really like how this looks. It looks awesome. Again, I wish that other piece of wood would have worked out, but I'm pretty happy how this looks. Like I said, another project done. I'm happy that we got this finished, and we keep the streak going. Every Sunday there's a project out, and like I said, I make stuff that I like to make. So if this is boring, I'm sorry. I think it's kind of cool. I'm really happy how this turned out. It looks really good. Love the grain on it. And then once I stop the lathe, you guys can just really see how much that just shines after the waxing. So hopefully I get a little bit better. Hopefully I get over this cough. But here's the final project. So hope you guys liked it. Hope everybody's doing well out there. And keep the streak going. Another video on Sunday. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Peace. All right. So project is done. And look at this little dude. It's a cute little bowl. Look at that. Booyah. But obviously, as you guys saw from the beginning of the video, I was going to do something completely different. I have a whole box of these like little mystery wood 4x2 blanks that I've been getting to. I think this is black walnut. It looks a lot darker. I'm not sure, but I think that's what this is. But it looks absolutely beautiful. The grain of the wood, you can't really tell that on camera. Of course, there's no top to it, and I'm sure I went over that in the commentary that I've been kind of under the weather for like almost a month. I've just been not feeling good. Work's been busy. Things going on in life. But we're keeping the streak going because today is literally the day you guys are watching this video. It is 2:15 in the morning, January 28th. You guys are literally going to be watching this 8 hours from now. So got it done. So the streak keeps going. So cool little project, cool little bowl. I really love this wood. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and it was really easy to sand. So not a big project, but still project for Sunday anyway. And the wood I wanted to use, I'll have to think of something else to do with that because it's kaput. But anyway, hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys got something out of it. Hope you guys are staying warm. It's 40-ish. Let me see. So at 2:15 in the morning here in West Texas, it is 46 degrees. For us Texans, that's kind of cold, so we don't really like that. But project's done. Anyway, we're going to do probably another wood project next week as well. But anyway, hope you guys liked it. It was a fun little project. Literally took an hour and 15 minutes. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right, peace.